In this video, I'm sharing 3 ways to hold yourself accountable to achieve your dreams. Hey there, thank you so much for joining me in this video. We're talking about accountability because when it comes down to it, the reason why we don't achieve the things we say we really want them, it is accountability. It comes to accountability. We're not holding ourselves accountable to doing the work we need to do to achieve the things we say we want to achieve. So here are 3 ways to hold yourself accountable. Number 1, decide and commit. Decide and commit. We have to make the decision on what that goal is and then commit to actually doing what it takes to achieve that goal. So I'll give you an example. My friend Shauna and I, we had a podcast. It's called Create for No Reason. And we were so excited. We decided to do the podcast and then we committed to doing it and putting it out every Monday. So that's what it is, right? Decide, commit. Now here's the thing. This is where it gets a little bit shady. We started doing the podcast and we were really good. We were recording every week and then we were getting out a podcast every Monday. But you know what? After about 10 or so episodes, we missed a week. And then we kind of missed another week. Well, we didn't kind of. We did. We missed another week. So here's the thing. We had to recommit. We made the decision to do the podcast and we both envisioned this is awesome podcast and this great community of people that are doing more of the work that they love and really supporting people in their creative ventures. And we just got off track a little bit. So we had to go back to commitment. And so we had this conversation around, okay, we need to stay committed. And what does that look like? And so now we're fully committed. We've made that decision and now we're fully committed again to record every week. We have it on our calendar, same time. And if one of us can't do it at that time, we have to reschedule so that we can do it, so that we have a podcast that can come out every Monday. So it takes some time to actually make that commitment because it's not going to always be easy. There's things that come into our lives that if we aren't so dedicated, if we haven't made that commitment, that strong commitment, it's way too easy to stop doing the things that we say we want to do. And so decide and commit. How committed are you to your dreams? How committed are you to your goals, the things that you say you really want in your life? And when you are that committed, you are going to figure out a way to make those things happen. And so what does that look like for you? Decide and commit. When I say that, what shows up for you? What comes up for you? What are those things in your life that you say you want, but you're not fully committed to doing them? So fully commit. What does that look like? How does that show up in your world, in your life, and the dreams that you're pursuing for yourself? Number 2, set a deadline. You've got big dreams. They're not going to happen overnight, right? Like you have some really amazing things that you want to accomplish. And so we've got to set deadlines so that we're giving ourselves the drive, the motivation to actually do the work. Otherwise, we're going to start procrastinating and which, really, sometimes procrastinating means to just not doing it at all. So we've got to give ourselves deadlines so we're pushing ourselves to get started, to actually do the work, to do the work that we just said we're committed to doing. So I run this mastermind program. It's like a mastermind brainstorm for women every month. And what I have them do is we focus on one goal, just one goal that they have, and they want to push it forward over the next 90 days. And I have them create a SMART goal. So it's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound, which really just means that because of the specificity of it, if I called them 90 days from now, I can say, did you achieve your goal? Yes or no? Not, oh, maybe, kind of, sort of. You either did or you didn't. And so by giving ourselves a deadline, we've got that finish line, right? We have that date that it has to get done by. And only by doing that are we going to give ourselves that inspiration to do the work every day. So I'll use the example of writing a book. Writing a book is a big, big task. And you're not going to just sit down and write a book. You actually have to create this time frame of I'm going to write this amount of words every week or every day. So you can give yourself a deadline of I am going to have written 1,000 words by X date, whatever that is. Now, every day when you're waking up, you know you have that goal to reach and there's a specific deadline. So you can't procrastinate. You have to do the work. So setting a deadline is so important, especially if you're working on your own, if you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, and you don't have a deadline that someone else is giving you. We have to give ourselves our own deadlines for our goals, for our dreams. Otherwise, they're never gonna get done. We've got to hold ourselves accountable. So set those deadlines. And number 3, get an accountability or hire a coach. When we have someone else in our life who is holding us accountable, we actually do the work. So when we're on our own, it's way too easy to, again, procrastinate or maybe just push off our work or not do it at all. But if we know that we have a friend that's working on something themselves and they're going to come to us and say, hey, did you do that? Did you accomplish the thing that you said you were going to accomplish? We're pushing ourselves a little bit more because we don't want to say no. We don't want to tell that person we didn't do it. So having an accountability partner, this is why it's so powerful for those people that want to work out and exercise, to have that running partner or to have that workout partner, someone to go and do it with. And having that into your life, it's not only is it helpful, but it's also fulfilling because you get to be that person for someone else. You get to help that other person live and fulfill their dreams, which is so exciting. So who in your life can you ask to be that accountability partner? One of the things that I love so much, I'm a coach. I get to do this for a living. And one of the things that I love is when I talk to my clients about, why did you do that thing? What gave you the motivation to actually do this hard thing that, a few months ago you said was too hard to do? And part of it is, I feel so much better. I'm so excited that I was able to do it. And I just pushed myself into doing it. And also, I didn't want to come to our next session and tell you I didn't do it. So that's part of what coaching is for, is that idea that someone doesn't want to come into a session and let their coach know that they didn't do the work, that they didn't do the thing that they said that they wanted to do. Because if you decide and commit, if you decide you want something, you have to commit to doing it. You've got to set those deadlines and you have to hold yourself accountable. And having someone else there to support you and hold you accountable is just one more layer that's going to help you to get there. It's going to help you to stay motivated. It's going to help push you to do the work even when you don't feel like doing it. So who is that person in your life? Who can that person be that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to push you forward and going to ask you that question? Did you do the work? And you get to ask them the same thing so that you can be that support system for them. I hope you found these 3 things helpful. Which of them resonated with you the most? Are you doing all of these things? How do you hold yourself accountable to achieve your dreams, to push forward, especially those days when you don't necessarily feel like doing the work you know you need to do in order to reach your goal? So I would love to hear from you. Comment below. Let me know, what are your tips, strategies to help hold yourself accountable? I would love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit that like button and hey, share it with someone who you think might find it valuable as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.